Welcome back to my channel. In this video we are gonna talk about level up, which is SQL Server and Excel sheet, how we can pull the data from SQL Server to Excel sheet, how we can update the data of SQL Server from Excel sheet, and we can clear the data finally. So let's begin and dive in. Simply what I did is on the Excel sheet I just created 3 buttons, and in this button I'm pulling the macros, and through the macros we are doing that. So let's begin a little bit about how we can bring these buttons. So it's very simple. You can see that this is the developer toolbar is here. If it is not available in your sheet, what you need to do is you just click on home button anywhere in the strip of the toolbar. You just right click and then go to quick custom, and here you can see the customized ribbon. When you click the customized ribbon, it is already been selected from my in my Excel sheet because I did that, but most of the time it is unavailable in the basic, so you need to pull from here to here. So just need, say, like for example, you are doing the and you wanted to add this, click it and say add, and it will add in your list. So main tabs. So likewise you can do it, and once you say okay, your menu will have the developer tool, and this developer tool has so many things to play around. So the how you can bring the button is simple. Select the insert control, and here a lot of controls are there to program within the Excel. So this is the toggle button. So this one you need to select and create it somewhere here. Once you create it, right click and then you say property. So in the property you will find that the name. So name should be some meaningful, like you are saying that get data, and because it's button, so you always give indication, say B underscore, and here you can give the name whatever, push data. So when you say the caption, you see the caption has changed automatically. So likewise you can do so many things. You can change the color and so many things you can do with the property. So in this way you can add. Now let's start how I was doing using SQL Server. Before moving, you need to remove the design mode, because we pull the data, so it is the design mode. We remove the design mode. Now go to pull data, and you see the data has been pulled from the SQL Server. Clear and then pull. See, this is the way to pull the data, but it's a simplest way. I want to give you a heads up that how you can check. I have created the SQL Server query, which is view. Already I have created a view, and in this view I merged so many tables into it, and I created a simple query for the order details. I merged the orders, I merged the customer, I merged the sales order, and so many things together, and I created a small. So this session I will take you later on when I will start my classes for SQL Server, how we can create the view, how we can create these queries. So in simple way, I'm pulling this data into here. See, all the data is I'm pulling from there to here. What I'm doing is I'm not pulling the data which is saying no continuation, means whoever continued or whatever order is active, these are the active orders. I bring it in here. So let's go back to the VBA and see how we did the. Simply click Alt and F11. So when you say Alt F11, it will take you to the VBA section where you can create the queries for the SQL Server and play around and do whatever you want and control the data and the records and also these Excel sheets as well. So what I did is, in a simple way, I created it's automatically, or you can create manually type here the click buttons. For the click buttons, what simply I'm doing, I'm calling the functions. These function, I created a module, and in the module I have created some functions, and these functions need to be pulled through this. Let's say, for example, pull the data. This is the function I created for this button. And then update data I created for update, and clear data I created for the clear one. So first we need to learn how we are connecting this. It's simple. Go back there, you go to the developer and say design mode. When you say design mode and right click, it will say view code. When you say view code, it will automatically take you and create for you an empty procedure. Whatever you are writing, private sub, the sub means is your procedure in VBA, and procedure is simply giving you a package to use anywhere, wherever you want, and it is reusable. Reusable means you can use anywhere, multiple time in a same program. So this is the pull data click. So it is saying click. You can get so many other functions related to the button. There are a lot of things like mouse down, mouse up, double click. Like if you don't want one click, if you're saying that I wanted to click double, then you have to check. You have to use the double click. So procedure. So I'm using simple click procedure, and then I call this function. So when I'm calling this, saying call the function, so I have to write call and the function is written here. So let's discuss first about pulling data, what function it is. So simply in this function, I set the public what I'm using, because in the safer side I wanted to use this function. I may use this function so many other places, that's why I did it public. You can make it private as well. So the public is that it can use so many modules, it can use many sheets, whatever sheets you will create in future, it will work. If you say private means it is private to this sheet, and it is private to within this. So I do the public, and then I said sub is the procedure, and then I use my procedure name. You can use whatever you want, and then once you create it, you have to use the end sub. So there is a opening of function and there is the closing of the function. It mandate. So within this opening and closing of function. You can write your code and do whatever you want, whatever is your requirement. The first, so here is I'm pulling the data. So what I did is I set the record set, and I did open connection, and then I set and execute SQL command and open record set and copy data to Excel. So first of all, come up on the top. This is the area which is open area, which is not using within the functions or within these procedures and all. So this is the open, or you can say a global area. Whatever you are going to define here or declare here, it is gonna be used the entire program. So it's a general area. What I did is I created some connections, some records. This is I'm not gonna use, so I'm just making it command so that it will be excluded. So I use the connection. I declared the variable for the ADODB connection. So ADODB connection is ActiveX control, Microsoft ActiveX control, that will give you a connection procedures from Excel sheet to SQL Server. So how you can bring this? You need to go to the tools and use the references. In the reference, you see that I use the ActiveX data object library, and I use the ActiveX data object record set library. So these are the libraries which has a lot of functions, a lot of procedures internally inbuilt for you. So and once you select them, you need to select them, and once you select, if it is not available, you need to go to the Microsoft. So here in Microsoft, a lot of data objects are there, ActiveX data record sets are there, so you can select based on your requirement. So what I did is I just select, and then I'm saying that using public, and then whatever name you want. I use my name, and I set as, and the moment you set as, it will give you ADODB library, and then you say dot. When you say dot, so a lot of function and procedures are available for you related to ADODB ActiveX library. So I'm using this connection because I need to connect the SQL Server. So first of all, I created the connection function so that I can just simply do not need to write again and again this procedure everywhere. I just created a function, and I'm gonna use this function everywhere, wherever I wanted to connect. So in this function, I use function, and then I took the name of the function, and then I say as ADODB.Connection. That means I'm returning something. When I say as and use something here after as, means that we are returning something. You can return a string, you can return integer, whatever. But because this is related to the connection, so I need to bring the ADODB connection. So what this function will do, it will do something within the box, function box, and then it will finally, when it process everything, it will return the ADODB.Connection property. So in the beginning, I use on error resume next. So this is the area when I'm saying that if there is any error available or error, you just move next. So you need to define this in case, because this is the connection. If there is something is not working or giving error, we just need to move next. Or if you don't want, you can disable it, and it will stop you wherever the error it will find. And then I created a static my connection ADODB connection. Same, it's here. This is one I'm going to use somewhere else. This is the internally within the function I'm going to use, and I will destroy it within the function. It's because I'm declaring this ADODB connection within the function, so it will remain within the function. It's not gonna work outside. myConn will not work outside. myConn will work within the function. So I did this static, so that it should be static. There's no movement, just declare, and that's it. And I'm just checking if myConn, I mean declare connection. If it is nothing or if it has 0, then that means there is no connection already established with this myConn. Then only it will establish a new connection. And the new connection is only come through the set commands. We need to set the myConn with the new ADODB connection. So we need to set this myConn variable for this ADODB connection. So it will set everything, copied everything from ADODB connection to myConn. Now myConn is playing instead of this. So now it is working for you on behalf of this my ADODB connection. Then once I did this, it will start. See, the lot of properties, lot of functions are available, whatever is ADODB connection for. So now myConn.ConnectionString I have to take, because I need to provide the connection string. Connection string is nothing. It's just giving you the complete detail and the properties of the SQL Server. Because I'm using the connection disconnect, and if I connect, I'm using the connection Windows authentication. So in that case, this is the property I'm using. So first of all, we need to use provider SQL SQLOLEDB. This is the default, and then semicolon, and then we need to use the data source. Data source, you are definitely is getting it from the server name. So this is your data source. You need to copy it here and then bring it and paste it here. So this is, you need to provide, it is mandate. And then because you are using Windows authentications, you need to use trust connection, which is yes. So this is mandate you need to provide to establish the connection. Once you establish the connection, you need to say open. The connection should be open. If it is not open, by default it is closed, and it will ask you to open. So you need to open the connection, and then once you say and your if condition is closed. Now what function is doing when the procedure is done, its connection is done and it is open, you need to return this my connection to the function. So wherever we will use this GetConn, it will give you the open connection. So we need to say set GetConn. GetConn is the function is equals to myConn. We are returning the function myConn, which is the open connection. Now come back to the to the pull data function, which is pulling the data procedure. So I'm keep on saying function and procedure. In a quick way, I'm just giving you an idea. Function is something which is returning always. Function need to return something, integer, SQL Server, or connection, like I'm using the connection to return. So function is always returning, and procedures do not return. They don't return. They just create a procedure for you, and you can use that procedure name anywhere, but it is not returning nothing. So these here the procedure I did for the pull data. Because once you establish the connection, you need to create the record set. The record set is ADODB record set, which is because the connection is only connecting to the database, but once like here in SQL Server, you are connecting to the database, but once you connect it to the database is not enough. You need to create the queries. So for these queries, you need to pull the data, you need to go into the records, into the tables, into the columns, and then you need to bring the data. So for this, we need to use record sets. So we need to define this record set into the function. So we need to set myRecord. This is, you can use record set, myRecord set, your record set, whatever name you wanted to give. It's your name, is equals to new. New is defining or declaring the ADODB record set. When you say ADODB, and you can see record set is property, a library is here. So it will transform, or it declared my record set as ADODB record set. Now come to the next level. I need to open the connection, or I need to bring the connection. So what I did is, let's see, this is the function. I returned the myConn, and same way I'm getting the connection through the function. This is the function name. See, this is the function name, and see on the top I declared my fMyConn ADODB connection. Here I'm using this fMyConn. So we need to transform the connection properties, or whatever is connected within the function. I want to transfer it into this, in this variable, or in this set. So I need to say set fMyConn, which is declared on the top, and then is equals to GetConn is the function, GetConn. So GetConn will return everything, all the properties of the connection to the myFConn. Now myFConn will play as a open connection. Let's move next. What I need to do, I need to do is to set and execute SQL command. So for this, I need to use string. So I use string. I declared at the top. So what you need, public strSQL, sSQL. I declare two variables for as string. So for the different location, you can reuse this anywhere because it is on the global. So you can use it wherever you want, or you can use it separately. It's up to you. So the string name is equals to, you need to use the select command. The select command is something what you are doing it here. See, I just created the select command and I break the data. Similarly, you need to do it here. So what I did is, because it's pulling the data with the various tables, so I just simply created a view. And this view, once this view is created, all you need to do is, you need to run this command. Simply, you don't need to recreate this long query. When you say use this, see, it is bringing everything which is yes, condition is yes. So in this way you can use it, is summarize everything, and it is the view is very simplest thing. Once you created the view, you can add, you can update, you can pull the data, you can do whatever you view. And view is just a compact area where you can, I will talk about later on when we will start with the SQL Server. So I said that select a strict from my view where the continue is yes. Once I pull this into the string, I need to go back again and I need to open the record set. I need to say set my record set dot active connection. So first I need to give the active connection command to the record. So record needs a connection for the SQL Server. So active connection is equals to fMyConn. fMyConn is the simply we get from the function fMyConn, and then we are saying my record set dot open. We need to open it, and then we need to give a next command to, which is the property, next property, or you can say next command, which is the query type. So we are giving str as query. So once it is open for this query. Now connection is open, record sets are open, everything is set. Now we need to pull the data. Pull the data from the SQL Server to my Excel sheet. So what I'm saying is application dot sheets, within the bracket you need to give the sheet name, or you can say 1 as well. 1 is also can work because 1, 2, 3 is 1 sheet, 2 sheet, 3 sheet. But for the safer side, you have to give the name of the sheet, which is the safest, because you may have default sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and then it gives you confusion, or you may change this cust detail to the second, and if you give it here 1, then it will go to the another sheet which you recently defined. So for that reason, it is specific for you. It is specifically you are defining you are saying that I need this Excel sheet, and then you need to say range, and within the range you need to say A5. Range is something in the Excel sheet is from here to here. This is the range. So you are giving its beginning range is A5. You can give whatever you want. So I wanted to pull the data from here, so I give the range A5 dot copy from record set. This is very, very important. You need to give this command. So this is the altogether command, and then after that within the bracket you need to give your record set, which is you opened just now for your SQL query. So what it's gonna do, it will copy everything from your record set to the Excel sheet. Once everything is copied, you need to close the connection. Remember, you should not, this is the good practice always, once you open the connection, you need to close the connection. Always do not remain it open. So it's not a good practice. So close it, and that's it. So once you finish and you wanted to pull the data, it will pull everything from there. Similarly, I did for update as well. So in the update, this is the update function I use, and in the update function, it's a very simple function. You need to use the SQL as a string. As a string, you can use as private. I use it to show you as a private. If you wanted to use private for because you wanted to make sure that this variable is for this function or this procedure only. So you see, I use it on the top as a public as well. You can disable it here, no matter, or you can disable over there as well. So whatever you want. So now again, because I am the function within the function, I need to reopen the connection because I closed that connection. So I need to say set my fMyConn is the same, is equals to get connection, calling the function and getting the connection. And then I use this variable string for my update command. So update command is simply you are saying that update dconv is your view, and use the set. Set is the command which is gonna replace the specific value in the field. So you need, after set, you need to give the field name of the view. Let's say, for example, this is the view and this is the column. And I'm saying that I need to change the customer contact number only. Other things I cannot change. I can change only this customer contact number, or I can update that one from the Excel sheet. So in that case, I give this variable and I say that application.activeCell that value. See, here is the logic. When you say update, before updating, you need to go here, or you need to come anywhere where in the contact detail, and you know that I can update only contacts, others I cannot. So you come here and you say this, and then you press update. Simple. You press update and it is updated. So what it's doing is, the moment you put the cursor here and you updated the contact number, I use the same thing. I use the same logic that the cursor is there wherever I wanted to do the changes. So cursor is on row 13. So I catch this. I said that application.activeCell is what? This is the active cell where the cursor is already there, dot value. So because I changed the value, this value is gonna transform to the custom contact. But because it is not gonna ending up here, we need to specify, because computer is blind. We are watching that this is the row, this is the order number, this is the order name, and so on. But computer need you to specify everything. So it is, when you update anything, you need to provide the where condition. So if you very careful in the update, if you will not provide the where condition, it will update everything. Everything will be updated with the same thing what you provided it here. So you need to provide the where condition. So where condition will specify the computer or the program that I wanted to update this number to this order ID only. So I need to say use the same logic where order number, this is the order number is equals to application.activesheet.cells. So because I want to give this value, so I said that dot cells, within the bracket I need to give the rows and column. Which row, which column. So I'm saying that the row is, I'm saying that the row is the application.active cell. This is the row, which is 13. And the column is always, I wanted to search through the order number only. The column is AB, which is 2. So I gave the 2. See, it is simple logic. So, but because the same, if you are going to use same into your here, and you are saying this set customer ID, you are saying this where order number is equals to the number this is the number 5. Number is this. So what it is gonna do is +1. It will update the customer contact only for this order number. So update where see, one row is affected, means that it is updated. So same logic, same SQL command we have to use into here. Because it's a mix and match, we need to because it's a mix and match Excel and SQL, so we need to create the query in this way. Everything which is we are pulling from the SQL within the double quotes, simple, within the double quotes. Then we need to concatenate. What we are concatenate? We are concatenating this one. We are saying this and then we are concatenating. So see, it is with this. So what I'm doing is concatenate and then current value, my cursor is here. So I'm giving 13 row, current value, current cell, and then where order number is equals to, I close this because I need to get the order number from this sheet. So I close this with the bracket and ampersand, I concatenating again, and I said double quote, single quote, and double quote, we close it because we need to create something like that with the quote. So quote, and then again we set ampersand, and then we are saying application.sheet.cells. Within the cells we gave the row and column and ampersand, and again we need to close because this portion need to be closed. So we gave the close command. So with this you will see, I just want to show you how it is working. You need to click F8, my dear. For the F8 it will run step by step. See what it is giving, showing. It is showing sSQL is equals to update dcon b set customer contact is equals to this where order number is this. See, so like the same way you have to do in this. So let's move back how it is working. I did that, and let's move. I just clear everything. clear, and we need to pull the data. See, just now I updated into the SQL Server this number, and the same number is here. Now I wanted to go here and plus 91 to this, okay, and we are saying update. So it is giving you a message because I created a message, update the column where the condition. So I just popping up the message to confirm that it is updated. So how you can confirm? You can confirm using this. Go to your SQL Server and you can say select asterisk means everything where order number is this, and run. Okay. From. Okay, and then say done. See, just now I changed this number and it is being changed. See, it's the same number. 698 is changed. So in this way, let's move back again. So in this way, I created the SQL, and then we need to execute this command. So for this, we need to use the connection set and say dot, and we need to bring the function execute and then space, and it will give you the command of these functions, what you need to provide to this function. So first is command text as a string. So you need to provide the command text, and this is the command text you already created. And then simple, because these are the things we don't need to look back. Once I will move in the advanced section later on, I will take it to you, but this is nothing. These are the command sets. You can use it when you are very specific for the record set, when you are using a very critical, let's say for example secure data or something, so you need to be specified. Otherwise, execute this command, so it will execute, and then I use the message same just to confirm that it is done. Similarly, we are using for the clear is nothing. It's not clearing from the database. It is just clearing the cells in your sheet. What you need to use is cells.clear contents, and then it will do everything. Now, come to the final point. I'm sure you will use the current Excel sheet, but because we are using the macros, we are using the modules, be careful. Once you created the module, and if you are not using the Excel sheet, which is the macro inbuilt, it will, once you close this, it will take away everything, and it will remove internally, and you will be surprised, where is my coding. Simply, before you start, you need to go and you need to say, like, let's say for example I'm saying save as, or you need to open the sheet, which is the Excel macro enabled workbook. This is the one you need to use if you are using the macros. So simply, once you open your sheet, let's say for example new sheet, and you wanted to save it, this is the sheet, and you wanted to save it, go to file and say save. The moment you need to give, let's say for example VBA, I'm giving this example, you need to select the type, and type should be macro enabled workbook. If you are not doing this, it will wipe off everything from your VBA, and you will lose your data, your coding from this. So this is the simplest way I use, just to show you how you can manipulate with these Excel sheet and your SQL queries. This is not the big deal. I know that a lot of codings available outside. You just bring different codings and you can do it. But you need to understand what you are doing and why you are doing, and for that reason this session or this video has been created. In my next session, I'm definitely bringing something very specific, a controlled, because secure data and control data is very important. So in my next video, I'm gonna pull the data what I needed. I don't want to bring everything from the SQL Server. I wanted to bring a specific field or specific data to the specific location. So it's gonna be very interesting. Stay tuned. And if you are not subscribed, I would love to have you as a subscriber with us, and I wanted to welcome you in our team. And just subscribe, because I'm dropping my videos any day, anytime, and you will be notified whenever, as soon I uploaded the video. Please share it with your friends, and please comment in comment section. I would love to hear from you. If you have any questions, anything, please come back to me using my hub@gmail.com. Use this, and I will be there to help you guys. And have a great day. Take care and wait for my next video. Goodbye.